Hello, gentlemen. Welcome back. So we've covered situational awareness and internal awareness. Today we're talking about pattern awareness. And this is where I really started to get pissed off at myself. Because when I first started noticing my patterns, it was like, man, you've been doing the same stupid stuff for years. How did you not see this? Let me tell you what I mean. For the longest time, I had this thing with my fitness. I'd get motivated, right? Start working out hard, eating clean, the whole thing. I'd do great for like 3 weeks, maybe a month. Then something would happen, work gets busy, I'd miss a few days, and boom, I'm back to square one, eating pizza and feeling like garbage. And I kept telling myself different stories each time. This time will be different. I just need to be more disciplined. I'll start fresh on Monday. But it was the same crap over and over again. The thing is, I couldn't see the pattern when I was in it. I just thought I was weak or lazy or whatever. It wasn't until I stepped back and looked at the bigger picture that I realized, oh my God, I'm basically running the same program over and over again. And that's what patterns are. They're like programs running in the background of your life. They're automatic responses to certain situations that you developed over time, usually without even realizing it. Once I saw that pattern, I was like, are you kidding me? I've been doing this for years. But until I saw it, I was just this victim of my own unconscious programming. So how do you start seeing your patterns? Look for repetition. What keeps happening in your life over and over again? Same relationship problems, same money issues, same career frustrations. Don't just look at the surface level though. Look deeper. What's the underlying theme? For me with relationships, it wasn't that I picked crazy girls. It was that I was attracted to women who needed fixing because that made me feel valuable. But then I get frustrated when they didn't want to be fixed. Same pattern, different people. Every time. And here's the thing. Your patterns usually made sense at some point. They were solutions to problems you had earlier in your life. But now, they're just habits running on autopilot, and they're probably screwing you over. Like, maybe you developed a pattern of being agreeable because it kept you safe as a kid. But now, it's keeping you from standing up for yourself as an adult. The pattern made sense then, but it's not helping you now. Pay attention to your emotional triggers too. What situations consistently set you off? What thoughts or feelings come up right before you make decisions you regret later? I noticed I always make stupid financial decisions when I'm feeling insecure about my success. I'll buy something I don't need or invest in some program that promises quick results. It's like my brain goes, you're not successful enough, so maybe this thing will fix it. And look at your cycles. When do you typically give up on things? When do you typically start new projects? When do you typically have relationship problems? There's usually a pattern there. For me, I always start new projects when I'm avoiding something difficult in my current project. It's not about being creative or having new ideas. It's about running away from hard work. Once I saw that, man, it was embarrassing how obvious it was. The key is to observe these patterns without beating yourself up about them. Don't judge yourself for having them. Just get curious about them. Ask yourself, when did this pattern start? What was it trying to protect me from? How is it showing up now? Here's what I want you to do this week. Pick one area of your life where you keep getting stuck. Could be fitness, relationships, money, career, whatever. And ask yourself, what keeps happening over and over again in this area? What's the pattern? What thoughts or feelings usually come up right before things go sideways? And when do you first remember feeling this way? Write it down. Don't just think about it, actually write it down. There's something about putting it on paper that makes it real. And here's the thing. You don't have to fix the pattern this week. You just have to see it clearly. Because once you can see it, you can start making different choices. I remember when I finally saw my pattern of starting new projects to avoid difficult work. The next time I felt that urge to start something new, I caught myself. I was like, oh, there it is again. And instead of starting the new project, I pushed through the difficult work on my current one. It wasn't easy, but it was possible, because I could see what was happening. That's the power of pattern awareness. You stop being a victim of your unconscious programming and start being the guy who writes the program. Look, this stuff can be uncomfortable. You might realize you've been sabotaging yourself for years, but the alternative is staying stuck forever, and that's way worse. Drop a comment and let me know what pattern you're going to investigate this week. What keeps showing up in your life over and over again? Remember, you can't change what you can't see, and you can't see what you're not looking for. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. We're building something real here. I'll see you next time, gentlemen.